What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kerry and today I'm coming to you with a tutorial on how I do my brows. Now the first thing I do is brush my brow hairs upward using this spoolie brush. What this does is that it allows me to see exactly what I'm working with, where my arches and where the areas that need filling in the most are. It also makes the pencil glide on better on your skin. I use this pencil by Clean Color and I'm going to start the brow by drawing a line at the bottom of the brow to outline the basic shape. Make sure that you follow the natural shape of your brows. You don't have to be super careful, but you can take your time because the less cleaning up you have to do with concealer later, the better, and in most cases, the more natural your brows look. Next, I'm going to brush the hairs downwards and repeat that same process. You will notice that I'm not drawing the line in one go. I'm using short strokes. For me, that just ensures that I don't go in too heavily with the pencil and I make less mistakes if I take it a little bit at a time. I stop and look at both every once in a while to make sure that they look as identical as I can get them. Now that I have a basic outline of the shape of my brows, I'm going to start filling them in using short strokes because it allows me to control how light or how dark my brows get, and it makes it look more hair-like rather than having a solid dark shape on your forehead. That's never a good look. I then brush my brows upwards again to see where it needs filling in at the bottom of my brow, and I use those same short hair-like strokes to fill it in. And I tend to go in the direction my hairs grow. After that, I go in with my spoolie brush using the same short strokes to blend it all in. I'm focusing on the middle and tail of the brow first because I'm going to have to use lighter pressure at the beginning of my brows so that it looks softer and more blended. I'm going for a bolder look today, so I'm going in with a darker pencil and I use it on the middle and tail end of my brow, never at the front, because you don't want the front of the brows to look too dark. Next, I'm going to blend out the front of my brows. You'll notice that I'm using shorter strokes and I'm also placing less pressure on the brush because I want it to gradually fade out. A harsh line at the front of the brows just looks like hockey sticks to me, not cute. I also use the oldest tool known to man, my hands, well specifically my fingers, to fade it out even more. Here you're just seeing me going back and forth between the pencil, the brush and my fingers to blend my brows better and fill in any blank areas I might have missed. Next, it's time to clean up my brows. For this, I'm going in with a flat concealer brush and my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Toast. This is as close to the shade of my skin as possible because if I use a lighter shade, it's going to be more difficult and time consuming to blend out and I might end up with halo brows. Nobody wants that. I'm using just the tiniest amount of concealer on the brush to clean up underneath my brows and to fix any mistakes I might have made. I usually go in with a very light hand and I blend in the concealer as I go. Here, I realized that one of my brows was a bit higher than the other and I was just using the pencil to correct it. My brows are never identical, guys. They are usually sisters and at worst, distant cousins. The very last thing I'm going to do is set my brows. For this, I'm using this dark shade from my BH Studio Pro Neutrals palette and a flat top brush. If you're like me, one of the first places that gets oily during the day is your brows, and to combat that, I use a powder to set my brows, especially at the top where it gets oily the most. You don't have to do your brows as bold or as dark as this, guys. I was just doing a more dramatic look that day. After that, I go in with some Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder and lightly dust over the brows. This is going to be an added layer of protection against oily brows, and if you went in too dark with your brows like I just did, it also helps to tone it down a bit. Okay, so that's it guys. I really hope you found this tutorial helpful, and if you want to see more from me, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you never miss an upload. I'm Kerry, and until next time, stay classy. Bye guys!